clock. No bank account, I put money in my sock. All I know
What's good, y'all? Y'all know what it is. J.Brock, Clapitup LA. You know what I mean? I'm right here with two legendary people out the Crenshaw district. I'm sitting right here with Winter Watts, a serial entrepreneur, all around creative, stock market finesser. I mean, the list goes on. And I'm sitting right here with my boy Rome Knowles, aka Rome, the realtor, real estate agent, podcaster. Let me tell y'all something. Serial entrepreneurs, just like it said. These dudes got so much business going on that you probably couldn't spin around 50 times and understand everything. But guess what? We about to get into this good game. How y'all brothers doing today, man?
Feeling good, chosen, highly favored, like the one. You know, it's only one winner. Second place, the first to lose. You feel me? We don't do runner-up trophies. Hello.
No runner-ups, huh? Number one, not number two.
Man, I'm just honored to be in this space, share time with y'all. You know, I appreciate it. I've known Brock since we was kids, man. Crenshaw coming up. I've known Winter for a minute. That's my road dog. You know what I'm saying? So just blessed to be in the room with both of these, guys right here.
Man, and look, we got this great game coming for y'all. Now check this out. When I first met Winter, it was actually through my boy Colemas, who was actually buying some shirts for me that night at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we started chopping game up in there. And Winter began to talk about the different things he did too, and the way that Colemas, I call him Colemas, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you call him. How do you say your Instagram name?
Alright.
I
be typing in Rome, hoping it pop up still.
I be saying
IHEANAJU.
Man, so the cold part is like the Instagram handle is just my last name, IHEANAJU.
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 You had to put the accent on that.
Yeah, so I was gonna switch it to Rome, but I was like, bro, I done already built people that are used to it. I'm like, he's gonna have to
figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, how did you and Winter come together? Where does your relationship start from?
Man, so look, everything always come back to the Crenshaw district. You feel me? I met him through my boy Josh.
Okay.
And I found out him and Josh were cousins, but I met them at a kickback. You know, I was just chilling, cooling, and gravity started working, and Winter started to get talking. I was like, man.
Yeah, Winter be
And your ear open, then you don't hear some shit.
You know, somebody start talking about, money the right way and entrepreneurship the right way. You know, your ear perk up, and I just thought like, come again. So we got to chopping it up, and I just thought like, he knows something. So time passed, and I remember we met again at Roscoe's, like 6 or 8 months later. And he was just all like, well, look, bro, I'm really down about this. So if you trying to do so, I was like, I do remember you were serious, and then we just had the ball rolling.
So wait a minute, Winter, you hit him with it's either in or out. You hit him with
I mean, because in life is black or white. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you don't straddle the fence. You got to choose what side you could be on. You could get ate by the dogs, or you could be the one feeding the dogs. You feel me? So when we met and we linked again, the universe was working already. When we met months later, he was like, hey, you still on that same stuff you was talking about? Because think about it. How many people we've come across talk about what they go do, I'ma tribe, you feel me, talk about what they about to do, and not on that. So for me to even still be in that same space, he was like, okay, I need to mess with this dude. The energy was there. And then we met again at a business meeting at Sage Bistro in Culver City.
Bistro.
You feel me?
Okay.
And that's when he was like, give me the guy's number that got you the real estate license. It's time to actually execute.
Yeah, and see, that's what y'all gotta know. The game they got, y'all better pay attention because they coming and they coming strong with it. By the way, this would not be possible without Toes Home Cleaning. If either one of you brothers ever needed something cleaned up, y'all tap in with Toes Home Cleaning. They got you. And guess what? You get a 25% discount when you let them know that Clap It Up.
Oh, we need that. We need that.
So now, Winter, knowing you from what I understand, knowing both of y'all both some real passionate individuals, and y'all both got a lot going on. Now you have the Healing Circle situation going on. Now when did that start with the Healing Circle LA?
So I had the Healing Circle situation because I still do the work, you feel me, just outside of, you feel me, the actual organization itself. It was something that Josh, AJ, myself, and some others, you feel me, came together to create, you feel me, wanted to give the black and brown community a voice, you feel me, allow ourselves to find the root of our problems so we can find the root of our solutions, you feel, through contextual conversation. Yeah. They've taken it where they've taken it, they're doing still good work. I do that work myself internally and then with just people in my close atmosphere. Not on such a big scale like I once did, but I'm a very strong advocate for, you feel me, black men and women to work on their mental health.
Okay,
You know,
and
so
you said it's holistic healing.
yeah, you feel me? Because I mean, it's self first, you know. So it takes you to be able to heal you, you know, and then you tap in with your higher self, and then that's when you get the answers from God or whoever you believe or subscribe to.
Okay.
You know, so that's the work, you know, that they're doing, and that again I do just personally on my own because I have my own personal development consulting business. So people tap into me on some more of an individual, you feel me, one-on-one mentorship level as opposed to the group setting, which is still you know, what works for certain people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so because you know what, I never really understood what I guess you got holistic diets and things.
Right. It's more natural, you know.
Yeah.
No pills to fight the anxiety. You feel me? You sit and feel the emotion, allow yourself to process it, and then you only can get on the other side when you go through something.
Gotcha.
You know, you got to grow through what you go through.
You gotta grow through what you go through. Now, you want to know something about some diets? You holler at my boy.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? You see,
For sure.
Coleman's with these juices.
Matter of fact, show a before and after photo across this thing with the selfie he posts, the one with the face.
Wait, my favorite picture is the one where he got the greasy.
I'm not doing this interview no more.
Oh my goodness, and he looking like this. He took a selfie with the flash camera back there.
Oh,
Word is mine, bro. My mom literally just, you know, like in 2005 when like the digital cameras was hot, she just take a picture of everything, bro. I'm on AIM, you feel me? Just hit my little white message, you feel me? I'm over there getting curved, and then I turn, she's like, sponsor. And that picture is just infamous, bro. So like,
Boy was getting baked now. Every time
He about to get battered.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, all right? These are some entertaining individuals. But whenever you need a good laugh, all you gotta do is type in what? I can't say it how you say it.
IHEANAJU.
You type in that and you guaranteed to laugh.
For
telling you,
sure.
You're gonna fix your day. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've recently thought about this, okay? Because I said, I think you just posted about you just came off a 3-day fast.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't kind of gain like 10 pounds since my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I thought to myself, I said, if this nigga can fast for 3 days, I can settle down.
No, he'll be fasting for 2 weeks.
Different level.
I'm like, Rome,
Yeah, like
food is good. It's okay. He said, no, sexy's better.
Well, I'll put it like this. You know, I can't say all this without, you know, giving credit to the nation. If y'all get a chance, check out the book "How to Eat to Live." Like, I really don't, you know, whatever religion,
I read a little bit of that.
whatever religion you are, whatever, it's just pertinent information. The Mr. Farrakhan always says, and the messenger taught, food will keep you here, but food will also take you away.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like you only need so much to keep going. You don't, you know, drive a car at 100 miles per hour every single day just because it can. If you do, you'll wear out the engine. So it's the same with your stomach. You've been eating every single day since you were born. It's a muscle. Once the stomach lining goes out, you die. So if you don't, you give your legs time to rest, your other muscles time to rest, your internal digestive organs need the same time. So you'll find a lot of the time after you fast, the inflammation to go down, that extra water weight you're holding on goes down. It gives it time to process and actually digest. Because if your hands are full and I keep adding weight, eventually it's just gonna fall through. So it's the same concept. So don't get me wrong, the sexy was the motivation. But to get me through on a longer level with these heavier fasts, it just became more of how much do I really care about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we know diet with our people is just something that's a big issue.
Yeah.
You know, we do a lot of good work, but we can't live long enough to see the fruits of our work because of what we eat.
Yeah.
Quiet as it's kept, that was the biggest I ever was, bro. Like, you know, you play football, so you thinking, it's just muscle.
Right. No.
I mean, it'd be muscle and
Until you don't play football, you realize your knees hurt because you're carrying the extra
I
bag.
started losing feeling in my like big toe,
Yeah.
like, in and out, and I was start like, bro, I'm not even 30. Like, this don't add up. So I finally just said, you know what? Let me just try it. Actually, Shamori.
Yeah.
She did her 22-day one.
Yeah.
I was start like, bro.
And I did my first 5-day one, which motivated her to do that one, and then she's dropped 40 pounds. And it's a cheat code,
bro,
but it's hard. But it's doable.
If you do
you know what?
if you do it, bro, I promise you, it'll change your life.
You're gonna want to do it more often.
Yeah.
I do it once a month, 3 days,
exactly.
5 days. You feel me? a day.
What I have developed is that now I don't have to eat until like 12.
Perfect.
Right.
Like, so I've kind of trained. That's what I didn't lose. After my birthday, I kind of ate like, because I was disciplined up until my birthday. So
Right.
I go crazy on my birthday.
For sure.
But after that, it's kind of like once you eat that bad food, you start craving.
Yeah.
So I start craving. I was just like, I'm gonna eat it. But what I did, what I was able to hold on to was that eating after 12.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And eating once or twice a day, I was able to hold on to that. So I can understand how that can be easy, but I can't see myself. I start feeling.
Well, you know you're not eating nothing, right? Like you're consuming like juice, you
Okay,
feel me,
so
fruits, veggies.
the
Yeah,
thing,
like
so
the fast
like-
isn't just air.
And
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
in addition to what he's saying, yeah, it's not like a dry fast. Dry fast, you can go to hell.
Yeah, never will I partake in one of those.
Like, in the nation, you know, you could on a fast, you could drink water, tea, and coffee. I just do the juice because like a fast is technically your digestive system ain't waking up. When you don't have the fiber in the juice, your body don't need to churn to digest it, so it's like you eating nothing. And the juice will help you keep you full. It'll flush you out, reset everything. So it's like anytime I was hungry, I would just drink an insane amount of juice to just be uncomfortably full.
I get that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So you got it's ways and tricks you got to go about it. But once you figure the hang of it, it's cool. But like you're starting off, just 1 to 2 meals a day. That's the best. If you can, push it to 1 meal a day.
Man, just see, you know what I get to about 8 o'clock, bro. And
Oh, I'm already knowing.
some cookies.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
And here's the thing: it's like that 1 meal. You don't gotta be cute. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
you gotta be cute. You know, thug it up. Make this a big, healthy thing. You feel me? Like make sure, like when you finish that, you're like, bro, I'm not. But that also gotta taste good, so your taste buds are satiated. Then when you see the food, you like, man, I can literally still feel this. Drink you a little coffee, iced coffee, a little, sweetener in there, and that'll get you through the night. You feel me?
Yeah, I started actually drinking more water recently.
Yeah.
I'm about to drink this water so I can be full.
Yeah.
Instead of like just trying to overeat.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
So now both of my guys are outstanding athletes, and I don't know if the Ocho post this. You got a video on Instagram where he casually catches a guy slipping, tiptoeing, and Winter goes over there and clobbers the dude and just walks away. Like it was
Light work, yeah. It's another day in the office.
Okay, now Winter, how long have you been playing football, and how much of football has been a part of your life?
I've been playing football since I was 7 years old. It was literally a month after my mother passed. You feel me? So I got into the sport to find my release. You feel me? Because I didn't want to just beat people up, like, you feel me, just all the time. Like, so, like, okay, you can legally knock people out with no problem. Like, you feel me? This is it for me. The camaraderie. I grew up as the only child. You feel me? I do have a sister. You feel me? But I grew up as the only child. So, like, having like brothers. You feel me? Having people like the teamwork. Really getting instilled into me. Like after my first year of playing, I didn't know nothing. Second year, I got voted to the All-Star every year. So it gave me another sense of obligation. You feel me? Another sense of leadership. Like after that, I was team captain every year. After that, I was the big brother of the team. Like if somebody get hurt, I gotta hurt about 3 people on your squad. You feel me? So that became just me as an individual, like the protector, like natural born. Like let me lead by example, because it's different between being a boss and a leader. A boss is in the back pointing, a leader's in the front showing you. You feel me? So like let me get out here and show y'all. So that just really just transcribed over into everything else that I'm doing. Like I've been begging people my entire life to come with me, but the only people on your team is actually gonna be there. It's gonna be people in the stands. It's people on the sideline. It's people on the other side. You feel me? It's spectators. It's all that. It's the people that's announcing the stuff. That don't mean they're all on your team. That don't mean they're all on your side. So even just taking those perspectives and understanding, and outside of just the football form, I just use that to be able to allow me to propel forward and only mesh with people that are like-minded, that the universe brings to me. I don't go looking for nothing. Whatever's for me will come to me, and whatever is not will, do what it's supposed to do.
See, the way you broke that down, I never thought about it like that. The fact that you got people who are on your team, you got people who are not on your team. Which that's really what it is.
Right.
But when you get into this business world, you really begin to understand, okay, you really on my team.
Right.
And you really not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You really just watching from the stand.
Right.
Oh, you winning now, so now I want to cheer
For
you.
sure.
You see that type of stuff. So let me ask you this. What has contributed to the mind, because you have to be strong to do what you do. To be a creative, you have to be strong, because you're going out into this world and saying, I'm going to create my own thing.
Yeah.
You have to be very mentally strong. So where do you think you get that mental toughness from? Do you think that developed from football as well, or do you think that's just something you just kind of developed throughout life?
A combination of both. Definitely would say football for sure, because it's the toughness, the tenacity or whatnot that you have to go through, the grit, the grind, the 2-a-days and stuff like that. But it's really probably the lack thereof, you know, in my life. The lack thereof presentation, the lack thereof representation, like in just my immediate community of what success is supposed to look like. You feel me? I didn't learn that it was self-defined until I had to define it myself. You feel me? Yeah. I didn't know that, you know, like different things was just really just based on you. So I was like, okay, well, shit, you got to just pull yourself up out this situation. Like, you know, it's okay that you don't see everybody that you want to see in this space, in this lane, doing what you're doing. Everybody serves a different purpose. I'm not talking bad about the person at McDonald's. You feel me? Because eventually I might wake up and need a McGriddle. You feel me? You know, I don't eat McDonald's, but the point is, everybody has their purpose that they serve. Let me serve mine. You feel me? Let me stop looking for people to help me serve this purpose. You feel me? Because I even posted something not too long ago, you know, because I try to make sure people are feeling motivated and inspired or encouraged. It wasn't a conference call when God gave you your vision. You feel me?
Yeah, that was.
It's for you.
I reposted that. Yeah.
You know, same thing with your brand, bro. You feel me? When we first linked to connect, I remember I told you, old dude tried to have me link with you a couple months prior to that. Your Meta-Ray, Dummy Bills. You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? So we was already, again, we was supposed to cross paths. We was already supposed to do this. Boom. We linked. We all chopping it up. What we do? Hey, let's record this video. Yeah. Boom! What do people? What do people do outside? Yeah. They're listening. They're needed that. Yeah. But we don't know what purpose we're serving until we're serving it. You feel me? So I was just like, let me just do me. Like it's a lot that you want to show, a lot that you want to present, you know. But the mindset of just like, look, I gotta just do what's best for me. I even got that from Rome. Like just watching Rome just stay due diligent in the things that he's doing. Like it might get tough, it might be hard. I mean. It's days where I'm like, damn, this shit, what? I fired my job and I don't got no security. I don't got no insurance. It's high in a mug as an individual just out here. But people don't know that because they never took those risks. They never jumped out of a plane with no parachute and just knew they was going to land somewhere, you know? So, I mean, I use my last 100, you feel me, and spend 99 of it on the opportunity to make, you know, more than that.
Yeah, that's different. That's different, like that picture. Like this.
Oh, me.
Let me keep it 100 with you. Looking at Winter's Instagram has inspired me because, like I said, he said, he's posting these daily quotes. So if you ever need that inspiration, you make sure you tap in with @WinterWise. He got the daily quotes, and then he got something that I call Ask Winter. Well, they be like, "Hey, Winter, so how do you do this?" You know what I'm saying? So we gonna definitely get more into that because that's very important for people to understand. And the fact that you actually just asked the question so thoroughly, we for sure gonna come back to that because we got to get into this football because I want to bring it all the way back up
for sure.
to where it's full circle. So. Coleman's.
Yeah, and call me what you met me at. If you met me as I'm Coleman's. I'm not some brand new dude. You know me as Bobby Lashley. If you want to take it back.
Bobby Lashley.
You feel me?
Now listen. I got a memory with Coleman's, okay? Now, you could not play on a football team with this guy because you would always get in trouble because you couldn't help but laugh. Coleman's.
Oh, you're one of those.
Is the funniest dude in the planet. Being around these dudes in alignment that helped me understand that playing line was actually the coolest position.
Oh, me.
The line, you were always laughing about something. You know what I'm saying? The backers, the niggas be trying to be real cool.
Yeah, me. The line is the coolest people on the.
Now, Coleman's got a picture where he's laying down and he looks dead.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was at CSU Pueblo.
Bro, look, let me tell you something. Conditioning in high school, like you thought you died.
Yeah, facts.
I got to college and I actually died.
Yeah, no, for sure. You want to see a dead body? That's the caption.
It was we had to do the 300-yard shuttles, and that's like that's how you get into camp. You feel me? So I'm all like, 300 yards on a ran at Crenshaw. You feel me? Whatever, bro. I finished one. I was like, I finished that one, but it finished me. Yeah, and that's what it was. So like when I came to, I was like, let me just take a knee real quick. The knee turned into a full body layout, and then I was just So like it literally looked how Mufasa did after the stampede. That's kind of what it was, bro. Like my legs was burning, my brain was sore for some reason. Like it was just
even thinking about the yards.
It was bad, bro. Yeah. So that was a 300-yard shuttle.
But see, my experience ain't nobody ran me like Crenshaw.
Yeah.
West LA, I went there for a periodic time.
Hold on,
I run you. But after Crenshaw, other than West LA, I went to 2 universities. Nobody ran. The coach said he was gonna run us until he got tired. I was like, oh, that's it. That was nothing.
Okay.
Like when he was done, I'm like, that's nothing. So bring us to your first initial beginning of football and how impactful football was for you.
So I'm not like the traditional, I was athletic. I was unathletic. I was kind of just a weirdo growing up. Like, I didn't really get funny till like, I want to say 3rd grade, man. You feel me? Football, I just did it on a whim. Like, people was just all like, hey, you big, you should play. I was like, all right. So I get to Crenshaw and I'm looking, I'm all like, I could do this. Yeah. I go through whatever, I get my pads on and like, I'm thinking it's gunshots. You know where Crenshaw is at. And I'm like, oh no, they're just hitting each other. So, like, I get to Crenshaw and what's it called? Who did I go heads with first? I forgot what my introduction was or whatever. I just remember this fool Butter set me up. I'll never forgive Butter for this.
Oh, Butter set him up.
Bro, so like,
shout out Butter.
I was on the sideline for a bit and I was like, bro, if I'm gonna do this, let me be good at it. You feel me? So Coach Price, shout out to the legendary Coach Price. He was all like, hey, all you weak mother lovers, you know what I'm saying? If you want your spot, you need to go Okies with somebody because I gotta see that you about this. I was like, all right, I'll go. He's all right, who you want? I'm looking, I don't know nobody's name, I only been at Crenshaw 2 weeks.
He points.
This fool Butter go, hey, say Ronald, say Ronald. I'm just sitting there. Yeah.
Set him up with the 38 special.
Bro,
That's fine.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm sitting there stupid like Ronald. They go, ooh.
Look, even I knew what you're talking about.
Bro, they say that like I just challenged, Jay-Z to a freestyle battle, bro. So Ronald hopped out looking like this, and I was like, man, I've seen that before. Nobody should be that excited for violence, bro. Like, he dangerous. So we go, and like, when somebody hits you really hard, you don't feel it. You just know your brain moved a little bit. Right. It was I won, but it wasn't like I just clean this clock. Ronald hurt people, okay? Shout out to 38 Special. But like, that was kind of like my introduction. Then they gave me the ball, and y'all all came and tackled me, and I was. But like, from that moment, like Ronald to this day, bro. If I see Ronald, you can ask him. I'll get that man a bear hug. Like, I love that bro to death. You feel me? Like, we became real cool off of that because he kind of read the situation. Like, I was this kid, didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. So Ronald kind of took me under his wing. He really showed me a lot of love, just showing me stuff. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And then just as far as like the brotherhood and stuff, like all y'all that I play with at Crenshaw, I'm cooler with y'all more than I am with people I've known longer and in different schools, just because it was real.
Yeah. All I know was I looked up one day and Coleman was no longer at Crenshaw.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, Coleman, where you at, bro?
Palisades.
Bro. And look, my mom had checked me
out.
And
we went to state.
Yeah, bro. So like, everybody at Crenshaw, like they my people. Like Corey Robinson, bro. Let me tell you this. The only reason I was able to play was because Corey, we had a deal. I was good at Spanish. So I would tell him, like, look, I'll give you the answers to Spanish. You got to tell me the plays on the field. So Coach Price would call twist or something, tornado. And I'm like, yeah. I just said, Corey, like, you got to go here. So, like, Corey's my dog to this day just because of stuff like that. But, yeah, that's how I kind of came into football. As I got better at it, I was kind of like, okay, I can actually make this work. And then, you kind of you dive in fully into the I'm a football mentality. Yeah. But I was always on some, like, I know I have other talent besides football, but if this is spearheading it, I'll forego everything for it.
One of the smartest dudes you ever run into.
So it was like, praise be to Allah on that one, but it was just like, I was in it. I told people, I was like, my motivation's from pride. I can't really sit here and lie and say like, I ain't got nothing, this and that. I was a little bit, It
was something that just caught on.
Yeah, and I'm the type of dude, I got pride and fire, like as a man. So it ran its course. Don't get me wrong. I have my own set of demons to battle after, you finally hang up the cleats. Cause,
in fact, we about to jump straight into
I never understood the quote, what are you going to do when the ball stops? Yeah, when the ball stops bouncing or when the game's done with you, it's done with you. It don't matter.
What's the great? You ever thought about a plan B?
Bro.
I never.
I got a plan A and a plan 1A.
Bro.
And it was league or the league under the
Bro. It was anybody who said anything other than I can go there, I was like, you're a hater. They told me about you in the Bible and I'm not doing it.
Oh, God.
So, go ahead.
So now I want both of you brothers. Explain to us, because a lot of people really don't understand. Yeah, you don't want to hear that, what you're going to do after football, but it's real.
It's real.
And see, the thing is, we have all experienced this. There is a sense of emptiness when you got to put them cleats down. Because you know why? A lot of us go into the real world and all we ever loved and cared about was football. A lot of the time we go to school, they do their job, but it doesn't necessarily identify with us and who we are. They try to lead us in the right direction, but at the end of the day, you have a God-given purpose that you have to seek out and become. So, I know when I walked away from the game, I was very confused. I worked these jobs, thought make money. Okay, I gotta make money, but I'm not happy. And I understand this is not what I'm supposed to do. It's not fulfilling me. I feel like my purpose is bigger than this. I feel like I want to be on a stage somewhere, rocking a crowd, or be somewhere on a movie screen. So I want to see myself doing this stuff. And so many athletes actually go through this because, like they say, it's real. Everybody never make it to the NFL. Everybody don't get a scholarship.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And so there is a process in between leaving the game and finding your true happiness and purpose in this life. Now, what has that battle been like for you guys? And what are some of the things that you had to really overcome in order to stand where you are today?
Man, well,
Just let it flow.
So first I want to touch on, like, if you're going through that, it's very common and it's actually,
You're not alone.
you're not alone. I didn't realize until after I had, like, I lost my mind literally 2017, the later half, like I want to say from November to March. Like I literally went 5150 crazy insane. You feel me? Just lost it. I thought that was like a one-off case, but as I started, hearing people, the different reach out there, like, nah, bro, I went through it. Then I found out it's a whole study on this is just what happens. And then to couple that, it's all like at 25, I had got a therapist, you know what I'm saying? Because it was that bad. I was like, nah, I got to really figure out my mental. And she told me that really made me assured. It's almost, you're supposed to have at least one mental breakdown by 25 or before 25. It's just because at 25, that's when that last part of your brain turns on.
What?
And it's the part that helps you understand consequence. It's just your brain is still forming.
Wow.
Your brain is not done until you're 25, 26.
Yeah.
Like, if you notice, like, bro, death kind of actually has some weight to it now. You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong, we lost friends and homies, and it hurt, but you don't really understand your own mortality until a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So after going through that, bro, also learned the reason why it's such a painful, pull apart is because you come into football at such a infant stage in your development when you don't know who you are. So you buy into this persona. You've told all the cells in your being, like, we are a football player. So at some point when that cord is just cut, you like, well, if I'm not a football player, what am I? Wow. You got what I'm saying? Yeah. It's almost like you have to go through a rebirth.
Wow.
And if you don't have that, if you don't facilitate that correctly, or you weren't fulfilled without football, then it's a problem. Because just like you said, we empty. Yeah. We coming from broken homes, broken situations. We lacking love. It's damn near like, what the motivation is for gangbanging to an extent. Yeah. You feel me? Like
the family camaraderie.
You feel me? Like, I don't got family at home, but on the team, like, I know Brock will ride for me on or off this field. Like,
you somebody.
Yeah, like, I got a name here. I got a rep. Like, if you Google me, I matter, bro. Like, I can go to the store and they be like, oh, you play for that, your number here. Like, on Maslow's hierarchy, football is hitting it all for you. Yeah. So when that's all gone, bro, you damn near feel like you died. So to try it, and you thinking like, bro, I done spent, what? If you play Pop Warner, you damn near almost spent 15, 20 years doing this. You are a master at this craft, but you don't have a way to pursue it. So now you're looking like, damn, is anything in this world going to give me that same satisfaction? And what I had to learn was, under somebody else's rule, no. But for myself, yes. Now, it's not going to give you the same thrill as far as like you soared coming home from practice, but the mental and the growth and the spiritual, I personally believe, and that's what I love about the teachings of the nation, is just like, bro, you got to do for self or suffer the consequences. Same thing like you, bro. Like, my first job was at Ralph's over here by Westchester. And I only did it just because I need some money between, practice at West LA. The first 8-hour shift I worked, I cried in the car. Really? I literally said, bro, there's no way I can live my life like this. Like, I got to do this every single day, 8 hours a day, just to, because you're so tired after you get off of work just thinking about the next day. I literally cried and said, bro, I can't do it. One day my manager, she was all, because I had missed practice work because my ankle was swollen or whatever. She was like, hey, you can't do that, you know, blah, 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 pick and choose. I said, I pick football, bye.
For sure. Wasn't even a debate.
You feel me? Like, don't even, so, you know, I say that to say this, coming forward, I had to really rediscover myself because, like, the person you were, even when you were playing football, ain't the same person you are after. Like, you don't even wear the same clothes you wore 3 years ago. You feel me? And if you're, one thing, if you're not growing and developing, that's a problem. So it's like, I had to figure out, what am I? Who am I? What do I like? What you know, makes me thrive? I had to really rediscover myself. And in that, it was just all like, what did I want from football that it was given to me? Like, the reasons for why. There's either power, status, desire, need. And it was like, for me, I played football for status and power and the money. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it stood out to me. You can just keep it real with yourself. Because, like, you got dudes who's cold, and I ask him, like, bro, why you go so hard? He's like, bro, I just want the attention from the women. I'm like, all right, that's respect. He being honest. So I had to keep it real with myself. I want status and power. And I said, how can I achieve that? Well, if I'm my own boss and I elevate myself to a certain status, boom. And at the same time, if I run an efficient business and do it the right way, I have the power that I'm, you know, looking for. So you have to figure out what needs were you trying to get from football and what vehicle you can use to serve it again. Another thing too is that, unfortunately, it's going to sound cliche, but the money and all of that is not going to make you happy. It's not. Because I done made more money every year than I made the previous year. Not that I made $1 million. I'm literally just saying personal growth. You feel me? But
that's what people with money talk.
Yeah.
We broke. We're broke.
I'm broke,
bro. Do not listen to this video, guys.
But, like, you know, I had to figure out where I was going to get that fulfillment. Because one thing I liked about football was the fact that, like, if I talk to a kid in the hood, he'll stop and listen to what I'm saying because he feel like it's important. It's like, okay, in that moment, I have a chance to guide this person. Like, I could tell him, like, hey, bro, get you some money, just like Nip said. Like, one of the reasons I felt like Nip was so inspirational is because he just kept it real and authentic. He wasn't trying to preach, lecture. It's like, bro, get you some money. And then he showed you, like, hey, school, this, and that ain't the only vehicles. If you go out and carve your own line in the sand, you could set it up too. So I always wanted to use my influence to give back. So, you know, once you marry, like, what you want to do with the passion, then you'll start to find even more fulfillment and hunger and energy than you would have got for football. If you still want to be sore and stuff, just join amateur boxing or go do kick. Go work out.
And see, listening to how he broke that down.
I don't even need to respond.
You got to tell your side. You got to listening to how he broke that down. I didn't realize that it's like almost a sickness.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, literally, a lot of us go into this dark hole. We don't know what the hell to do. You know what I'm saying? We just, but then again, like I said, you got to identify yourself. You can't expect God to identify you, your mama, your daddy. It's all up to you. You have to come out of that hole yourself.
100%.
We're going to get this word from Winter. What was your experience coming out of football and jumping into this business?
Boy,
you have to give it to us.
I ain't gonna lie, it's been a journey. When I mean, even the fact that I even had to go to junior college was like, you feel me, a slap in the face.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's levels to it all. You feel me?
It's not as bad no more.
No. You realize it serves its purpose just like everything in life. You feel me? Just like the fact that football ended when it needed to. You feel me? Even though we didn't want it to, it still served its purpose. But like, the whole step in the, like, knowing that you were better than all these other individuals, watching them get drafted, watching them, making them make it past where, you feel me, you know you were in your mind supposed to be, but then if you really were supposed to be there, why aren't you there, you know? So it was a bunch of like conversation with, again, self, like Rome was saying, like, rediscovering who you are, because that 15, I've been playing since I was 7 years old, up until I was 22. That is 15-year relationship. I do know nothing else, you feel me? Like, you know, this is how I established myself. I did get everything I wanted in school because I was this person. You feel me? I didn't even play for a particular reason but to release. But then knowing that it came with status, power, attention, you feel me, desire, and, I can skip class?
Yeah, facts.
I can get any woman I want because they think I'm amazing?
Yeah.
You telling me that different individuals are looking at me like I'm higher than, just like you. But I having to put on and risk myself, you feel me? So all that served its purpose. I was like, okay, like, this is what I want. entirety in my life. And then when that shit got snatched away, or I didn't put enough effort in to make it come to fruition like I was supposed to, you feel me? I'm like, damn, it was 2016. I had just dropped out of El Camino, dropped back in, and that story went like this. I got a scholarship from a D2, a small D2 in Minnesota, Southwest Minnesota State. The paperwork was backdated a year prior, you feel me? I asked him about it, he said he had fixed it when I got there. I stayed on the floor for 97 days, you feel me, with just a blanket, you feel me? At some dude's house, didn't know I was coming, he didn't even know he was supposed to come pick me up until I was an hour away from the airport, you feel me? And I was like, if I want to struggle, I can struggle at home. Like, you feel me? Like, there's no point in coming out here being sore for no reason. College conditioning is different. They just got a bodybuilder as their new conditioning coach. He was trying to prove himself. It wasn't that deep. I didn't need all that. You feel me? So I ended up doing what I needed to do to get the money to go out there. To go back home. You feel me? And when I went back home, I didn't want nobody to know that I didn't really make it. I just had a 3,000 people party with 3 of my homies. We all got scholarships. We all made it. We all beat the odds. Came from nothing. Now you feel me? Now it's on to the next level. But then knowing that it's not really the case no more. Like, I didn't get on social media, nothing. Fell into a deep, dark depression. You don't even know you're in depression until you in that motherfucker. You like, I don't feel like self. I don't want to talk. I don't want to connect. I don't want to laugh. Ain't shit funny. You know, and it was a long time before I really pulled myself out, because even 2 years later, I'm still looking at people that are not better than me on TV, doing the things that I should be doing. It's still people recognizing you as that. You have to recreate who you are now to the world, because your second part of life, getting dropped into this world like a regular individual. Now, how do you define that version of you? Because people walk around, hey, you still knocking helmets off? Hey, bro, hey, did you ever get picked up? Yeah. Bro, you was the hardest hit. Yeah. I just literally saw somebody at the Fox Hills Mall last week. Hey, bro, where'd you end up going? Where it's like, oh, well, shit, I dropped out, dropped back in, got my degree, and then I was like, oh, I got accepted into 4 schools, UNLV, ASU, U of A, you feel me, Prairie View, was like, $60,000 in debt. Blaze my own path for $500, please. Yes, I'll take the cheaper route, but the harder route. And it served its purpose, and it's still dark days. I'm still fighting depression. You feel me? I'm winning now. You know, I'm winning the fight. You know, a couple months ago, I was just in a hotel by myself for 2 weeks because I needed the solitude. I needed to be with self. I needed to be with my thoughts. Because we allow ourselves to be around so many people, mom, dad, cousin, uncle, girlfriends, or whoever, and allowing their problems or just their voice to become your voice. How do you know you're listening to you when you have so many other people talking to you about things that they can't do, things that they're belittling you about because they didn't have the passion or desire or the ability or capability, you feel me, to want to do? Oh, what? You trying to sell homes? Oh, you trying to sell cribs now? Yeah. I tried that when I was 18 too. Yeah. All their insecurities getting put on you. So now you're thinking like, damn, am I insecure? You feel me? Can I make it? Is this possible? Well, damn, that dude just made $100 million doing it. Well, that dude just made $50,000 doing it. That dude younger than me, he doing it. But what are you gonna do? Is this even your lane? You feel me? You have to really sit down and have that conversation with self. Write it down. What are my likes, dislikes compared to you though? Not compared to the girl that you're dating. You feel me? Not compared to the homies that you're keeping around you. You feel me? All their colors might be blue. I might like orange, but I'm not gonna change my shit because y'all shit is like this. Because what you eat don't make me shit at the end of the day. You feel me? I'm vegan sometimes. You feel me? You feel me? I'm part-time vegan. So when you kick some in beef, I'm not on that. Yeah. But you can't allow yourself to get wrapped up in, I'm gonna be like my surroundings, birds of a feather flock together. You don't have to be a product of your, you feel me, circumstances. You can be a product of your choices. You feel me? You can choose not to do the bullshit. You feel me? You can choose not to be, mentally messed up. If you take the proper precautions, whether it's therapy, whether it's taking time for solitude, whether it's, you feel me, joining or subscribing to whatever religion or spirituality that will help you expedite you get in there. But it still will take you get in there. You feel me? Yourself. And it's a walk, a lonely walk every day. I'm not saying that I'm even fully outside of it, but I'm so further along in it that you can stomach it different. You feel me? Like, I invest in the stock market. If it's a red day, I'm not tripping. I'm not sad about that. If somebody do me wrong, it's something going on in their life. You feel me? I can't allow my emotions to be dictated by anybody else, you know, but self, you know. And when you really hone in on like, okay, well, shit, they going through divorce, this person mad at their job, corona got them tripping, they done lost a family member. Everybody can't stomach the same things that you can stomach. You feel me? So everybody appetite is different. People call me greedy, but I say I'm just a little bit more hungry than y'all. But I'm not even about to compare my hunger to your lack thereof. Because I have to know who's self is. If I bounce my feelings off the wall, I know what's going to stick. I've made choices and decisions my entire life based on other individuals. And then when I stopped doing that, I started making better choices. Because it was for me. Whether it was good or bad, the choice was better because it was what I wanted to do. You feel me? And that's what you got to find outside of whatever sport it is. Football, basketball, gymnastics, you feel me? Find what you can do. Because on the team, you serve a purpose. Linemen serve a big role. Quarterbacks serve a big role. Quarterbacks not throwing the ball to themselves, though. They know what they're supposed to be doing on this team. Even if it's a team of you, team of me. Team me, what purpose are you serving for you? And then what components do you need outside of that to maybe help complement the purpose that you're serving for self? You feel me? And, you know, just talk to God, talk to yourself, you feel me? And write it down. I really, like, take pride in just journaling, you feel me? And writing your thoughts out. You can think about it. You can post it, I guess, you feel me? People use Instagram and Twitter like journals. But get a personal journal that you really keep stuff to yourself. And then look back at it. I come across 2015, 2017, 2018 journals, just think about my thought process. I love Facebook for the simple fact that it brings up memories of the things that I was saying or doing in 2015, 2011. You feel me? And I will repurpose them on Instagram, and people will relate to it today. I'm like, I wrote this 8 years ago. I wrote this 7 years ago.
Look at my 17.
You feel me? Look at exactly. They're talking to me today. I literally write myself messages in the future all the time, and it's like we don't know that we were even listening until you take the time to sit down and do that.
That's deep. That's deep. Now, my boy got his book out.
Come on, hold it up.
Put that thing up. Win Within. Y'all make sure y'all can get a copy on Amazon, actually, right?
Yes, sir.
And you tap in with Winter Watts and get your copy.
Or you can DM me and then let me know that Clapitup LA sent you and get your 20% off.
We also gonna jump into this credit repair. We're gonna jump into the and Clapitup LA gonna send you for all that. So y'all make sure y'all pay attention to that now. My boy got the book. We got both of these guys are both creatives and they're both businessmen. Okay, and as y'all can see, they're intense about what they do. Now, both of y'all came together and actually worked on real estate together.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, these dudes out here, full. I don't know, you can't see his whole suit, but the homie got a whole suit on, full body suited up, and I know that they walked around in 100-degree weather with these suits on, knocking on doors.
For sure.
And this is the part that y'all don't see. Real estate agents have to take all these different steps in order to be a big success. And you got to start from the ground up. Now, walking around in 100-degree weather, knocking on random doors, talking to strangers alone is kind of difficult.
Yeah.
But doing this, what was that process like, and how difficult was it to decide, you know what, let's go ahead on and take this route? It might be.
Give him the keys, Ron. Give him the keys.
The thing is, so like, Winter actually had the idea to do our little thing, Keys to the City and whatnot. And here's the thing. Normally, if you just, the gravity you got to overcome to want to do that by yourself, I'm going to tell you right now, I wasn't built to do it right off the bat. If not for Winter, I wasn't going to go out because it was just on some like, yo, that's my dog, like, let's roll. You feel me? Like, if you in the hood, you got your homie, you just like, hey, bro, let's go run this, you know, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do it because I got company. But nonetheless, it is difficult because everything running through your mind is like, bro, I'm at somebody's house. They could shoot me. They could rob me, steal me. The dog could get me. The neighborhood could jump me. If the cops come, like, what did I do here? I'm black in America. Like, there was a lot of stuff. But, you know, we just kind of were thinking about the results and not really worried too much about, I guess the desire for the results outweighed the fear that, you feel me? So honestly, with the hot thing, like if you play football, you know you don't know you hot until after it's done.
Right.
You gotta surrender that.
Yeah, warm ups, you like, damn, it's hot, but then when the play start, you like, oh yeah, the line number 2.
But the cold bothered me. I didn't like.
Yeah, the cold.
That's what I'm saying. Now that one,
Yeah.
now that is some for real will.
I'm not.
Because when I saw Rome with
the
raincoat and then the little thing right there to stop the rain
He
from
had
hitting
the mask before the COVID.
Come on.
Oh man, for real.
It's always been COVID.
It was well, now he talking about, I think it was like a couple weeks ago or last month. I was out door knocking my area and it was raining. It was pouring raining. And my broker, he was just all like, I used to go and do it. I'm like, well, ain't no bid. You know what I'm saying? So I put on the rain poncho, put on the face mask, and I was just out there upset, like, I'm over here door knocking. And honestly, it was one of them days where it's all like, I knew I probably wasn't going to get nothing monetarily out of it because it's, you know, we think too much of I put in the work so it has to happen type deal. It's like, yo, you on whatever time it's supposed to be. You feel me? I just did it to make myself mentally tougher. Like, there's a lot of stuff we did in football that I felt served no purpose, but it made me mentally tough. Yeah. Like Coach Knox at West LA, bro, there was a point we was doing 300-yard bear crawls after every practice just cause. Oh, my God. And I was just all like, bro, we in trouble? He's like, nah, y'all need to learn how to work hard. And I was like, we would do that, then we would do 100 to 150 up downs every practice, bro. And like a switch clicked. And it served in life. It kind of just, the switch just clicked. One day I was thought like, bro, I could bitch about this, excuse my French, I'm gonna complain. It still gotta get done. So it just got to the point where I go hard in practice and then be like, let me knock these out. Yeah. So the mentality of let me just knock this out really fell in. Like, honestly, if I would have stayed at Crenshaw, I probably would have picked up a lot more of it then. But you know, God's time is always the best. It just turned into I gotta knock it out.
That's crazy. Now, he just put that in perspective to where a lot of us, we do the stuff. And even parents, though, when they raise us, they make us do all this stuff. It's like, why are you making us do this? But you learn the lesson when you get older. And it's crazy how many times I think back about specific moments when I was a kid, and I look back on it today like, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
No, for sure.
Why didn't I just take this?
Or when they tell you, you're going to remember this when you get my age. And you're like, all right. Even the people that came to the high schools talking about the stuff that we talk about right now. Come up with your plan B. You feel me? Make sure y'all ready because I blew out my knee, full ride scholarship. We like, nigga, we not you. We gonna make it. Shorty here, sir. And then you like, now you talking to the kids like, yeah, man, I wish I would have listened when I was your age.
I try not to use the wish.
Yeah.
I try to just be like, you know what? I was told to do this and I didn't do it. And
right.
Right. And we can always spark at least one mind, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is like, because every now and then I'll go up to West LA and talk to my coach's player, Coach Miller, because like the coaching staff we had at West LA, bro, they're cool with me for life. Like, I had a father, but they were strong black men that served as like my outside fathers too. So like, you know, I always think, because there's a lot of stuff Nip says that hits because of how he's saying it and the place he's saying it from, versus how somebody else will phrase it. Like,
and it's gonna be relevant forever.
Yeah. And I was just thought like with Nip, you just thought like what keep, like, you know that famous clip that go around. He be like, bro, I done felt every emotion you could feel.
Oh, I got that tatted on my background. Went through every emotion, just didn't quit.
And what it does is it lets you know you're not crazy for feeling like how you feeling. And it's all like, okay, now I understand what you mean by I just didn't quit.
Right.
I done felt it all. So like even now when I be going through it, I be like, okay, I'm supposed to feel this.
Right.
I just can't stop. The speed might slow down, but I just can't stop. But when I go talk to them kids, I'm like, look, I'm not telling you to go to school, get a degree, none of that. Get you some money. Figure out how to go legit. You know, what you're trying to get out of this is money. There are other ways to get this money that are less taxing on the mind. A lot of y'all are talented at this. And I present them with solutions. I'm like, bro, you can go into real estate right now at 18. You don't need no degree.
I wish I knew that.
You feel me?
Yeah, facts.
You can go into real estate. You can play around in the stock market right now with your little money you tricking off on little girls.
With the stimulus,
But it's different nowadays. A lot of our parents still think we gotta go to school.
Right.
But now it's
for
so many of us who are just blowing up by just doing
And
it.
that's why you gotta communicate that. Because the thing is, the youth ain't stupid. Like, I mean, we're less young than they are, but you gotta think to yourself. Yeah, when somebody was talking to you that was older, they said something that meant something, they could show you. You feel me? So when I talk to them, like, bro, get you some money. Think about how do I become the person that cashes out checks to players for $100 million, not how do I play for $100 million. Because Because at the end of the day, who's signing the check? You want to be the check signer. You want to touch the money first. I think I heard that off the New Edition documentary did on BT. He was just, I think Mikey, he was just all like, nah, I want to touch the money first. Because by the time you get it, it doesn't touch him. I'm like, how am I the first one to touch it?
Yeah.
And that's where they get their mind at. So, you know, I forgot the point I was trying to get to. But yeah, that.
I mean, no, you were just saying basically it's levels.
Yeah.
It's levels.
Yeah.
You want to touch the money first, not be the person that get the money after everybody.
Because think about it, bro. Even on a street level, you don't want to be no underboss. You feel me? Like if you
you don't want to be the stitching cord.
Yeah.
It's the plug, it's the stitching cord, then it's the other things that go around.
I
want to be.
The effects of being a middleman.
Come on,
right.
Because if the plug decides, and not to glorify, I'm just let's just keep it real. If the plug decides to cut me off, I'm out of business.
Right.
How do I get around him?
That's what Nip always said. Forget the middleman. I'm straight to the source. You feel me? And that was ingrained in my head. I was like, all right, I'm either go connect the play, you feel me, or I'm gonna be the play.
Right.
You feel me? And you get the again back to choosing your side of the fence you go be on.
And that's exactly like what Nip did with his music, bro, is exactly what it's like with building anything. Like, I always look at the parallels between. I try to draw parallels between how he started up and how I'm trying to start up on the real estate. And it's all like, when I listen to the interviews, the different songs and things like that, I'm like, okay, he literally was going through the same thing. Like when he's all like, I went to the schools and gave out my mixtape and did that grassroots marketing. I posted up my own flyers. I'm like, okay, so I'm handing out my own flyers. I'm making my own calls. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just because, in this life, you only got to be right one time. You only got to be right once. You could be wrong 100 million times, but if you right once, it don't matter no more.
It don't.
So it's all like, you just got to figure out how you going to get to that point to where you right once.
That's the truth. That's the truth now. Winner. Where did you get the name Winner?
Oh, well, my government name was actually Winner. Yeah, my parents named me Winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of people think it's a nickname. It's so crazy. I couldn't even have a nickname as a child because people thought my name was a nickname. No, but my grandmother named me. She said the first story was I was the first sperm cell to make it. So technically, by default, I'm the winner.
You're the winner, yeah.
And then realistically, they said I was destined to be successful. I was a plan baby, like literally, like it's a notebook. You feel me, with the times, the positions, to make a boy. You feel me, would do woo when she was ovulating and things of that nature. My mother only lived to see 33 years old. You feel me? That's significance. You feel me? Means something because maybe her purpose was just to birth me because she had 2 abortions prior. You feel me? So I could have been dead or swallowed. I mean, who knows? But you feel me? Yeah, man. Shoot. So the name comes with a lot itself. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I couldn't be a Chris or a Billy or a Bob. Or, you feel me? But when people add that pressure, though, you feel me? It helps me because it's like, damn, you do got to live up to it. It's people that's naming their kids, King and Desire and Champion, and they ain't doing nothing. You feel me?
From what I understand, you embody the name.
Yeah.
Are that name.
I felt like I had to. I felt obligated. I felt like I had no choice. I was the first one with it, the only one with it still, So it's like, well, damn, I got to bust before somebody rich and famous named their daughter, you feel me, or son. And then now they famous and they're like, oh, you copied them. But I've been alive for 27 years. It don't matter. You changed your name. No. No, but the name itself, like I said, like it comes with a lot. I definitely embodied it, and that's what, you feel me, inspired the name of the book, Win Within, because it's going to take self to get you where you're going. You feel me, Win Within, and this is just volume 1 of 3 of them,
It's nice and thin, it's not real big.
Yeah, no, it's digestible. I made it digestible for a reason because I know that we don't really like to read as a community, so it's a poetry, affirmations, and spoken word book. So like, you can feel me, you can pick around.
You got some nice big gaps
you
in here,
me?
so you're not going to get killed.
Yeah, nah.
There's some nice gaps in this book.
You can read a few pages, you feel me? There's a few quotes in there.
Let's start here. They have feelings. You have feelings. Yours weren't theirs. Choose you.
I mean, it's straight to the point. And again, I want it to be digestible for that reason. Like, it's different chapters, so it's like the you chapter, us, her, love, you feel me, different things of that nature. Their feelings and your feelings, you feel me, aren't the same, So like, don't allow somebody else to dictate how you feel, how you move, how you adjust. And again, win within, tap in within self, allow self to be the derivative reason why, you feel me, you win and or lose. Don't even point no fingers or blame nobody else. My boss didn't give me the promotion. No, you didn't allow yourself to be in a better position where you didn't need nobody to promote you. You know, I want to give myself a raise. You know, that's it and that's all. You know, I want to hire employees, you know. So if you don't win within, you know, you can never win.
You can't win it all. And
You
now,
know?
like I said, y'all can tap in with his Instagram. He got quotes like that all up and down his Instagram. And now, let me ask you this. Ask Winner. Now, where did that idea first come from? Because the cool part about it is they ask you a question. You see, me, I get kind of hype in my videos. Winner just be like, oh, yeah, we'll see you do this, that, and the third. You can go there, too. Now, where did you come from with that idea to start doing
I realize, because I do consultations, right? I charge $150 an hour, or you can book me for $1,500 a month. You can get 4 calls in a week, you feel me, for the 30-day cycle. I help you structure yourself, your business, you feel me, your mindset, you feel me, DBA, LLC, marketing plan, different things, right? So people only value things that they got to pay for. Yeah. I give out free game all the time. I tell people to do one thing. What's my favorite quote? Pay attention. Oh, you feel me?
Hey,
no, he knows. He knows.
You go to the old keys.
Yeah. Hey, attention. You feel
at the bottom.
So like that's the only thing that people really have to do is just listen to the game. I'm gonna give it to you. You can make 100,000 from what I'm talking about, but if you don't apply it, it's not gonna work for you. So I always say, okay, I'm gonna give them gems that they're gonna be forced to have to apply straight to the point, short and simple. The reel on Instagram is only 15 seconds. So I only got 10 because 5 seconds is somebody asking the question. So I always ask whoever I'm around at the time, ask me a random question that you would want to know the answer to right now.
Oh, and so you just do that off the
rip. It can be a stranger. If I'm feeling it, let's say if you had a business question, real estate question, you feel me, marketing question, what would you ask? They come up, I'm like, no, record it. Like right now, on the spot. I don't even want to have an idea what it is. I don't even want to think about the answer. I feel like I respond better, you feel me, like that. And the last one I did actually got shared 32 times, you feel me, and over 1,500 views in like 24 hours. Mind you, those are small numbers compared to, you feel me, who we have here.
Yeah, me.
But you feel me? Look, for a regular,
I paid for parking. I'm regular.
For a regular individual on the gram, you feel me, with under 10K followers, you feel me, those are some decent numbers, you know. That's a good response.
He giving a real good game every single time. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. And as we said before, this is the famous guy right here.
I'm not famous, bro. Look, I pay for parking. They charge me tax at the register.
Because they know he got it.
No, they don't care if I got it.
And you might know him for his videos. How dudes like to act in front of girls. You know, the guy getting the Aubrey text. He's talking about he getting the Maserati keys. You know what I'm saying? The Nigerian dad accent, the undercover cops, being black at work, what not to say around gang members.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
This guy
how to move in LA.
Yeah, right. This guy right here is, and what I love about the what Dr. said about the gang bangers is the fact it's an app on TikTok, right, where they have it to where you can disappear, or so to speak, turn into a ghost. Okay. When he initially comes off talking like me, and then whatever happens, they might shoot him, sock him, kick him in the face, take him and slam him. He turns into a ghost and talks to you as the ghost. Now, you posted your first skit in 2018, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Now, you doing these skits, it seemed like it was just a long time coming because of how funny you are. What made you first jump into that?
Man, so like you said, you know, I've been funny, but I was always wrestling with the ideology we got raised on. Like, right. We grew up when the internet came. Mm-hmm. We was here before the internet. So it was, you were a weirdo if all you did was live your life on the internet. Like, oh, you meet people on the internet, you spend too much time, like, you're a weirdo. So I was like, well, I'm going to be funny, but I ain't going to be a weirdo. But,
whatever you do, you don't want to be like a
weirdo.
I'm like, so it's all like, you know, I was wrestling. I was an old head at the time, even though we were younger, as far as just not letting go of my ideology. So as times changed, social media started booming. I started seeing people pick up. Like, Vine, I really was kind of like, I'm too cool for Vine because I'm not a weirdo. Y'all could like it, but back where I came from, you know, I'm sounding like an idiot. Yeah. So when I seen people actually like blow up on some like, oh, he's in a commercial, he was on Vine, just
He's in movies, yeah.
I was all like, yo, that's one of the biggest times I have to learn. I got to take my pride out of the situation and my ego, because I'm robbing myself.
Right.
You feel me? So I had done a little bull BS like in 2015. I got the iPhone to do it, but it was just, you know, half-assed. Finally, 2018, I just saw like, you know, God sent me the thought. I was like, let me just play around with this skit, and it ended up doing cool. Then I did a couple, but my problem then was I was guilty of the jackpot mentality. I was like, oh, 100 people found this funny. I just gotta wait till it hit 1 million. Yeah, I'm trying to go viral. That's it. I don't gotta do nothing else. This is funny. Yeah. And it didn't happen. I was so like, man, whatever. I'm over it. So I would just kind of play around with it. And then, like Winter was talking about earlier, you got to figure out what your purpose is. I kind of shifted. If you see my content shifted straight over into the real estate stuff. And it was like, don't get me wrong, the real estate stuff was building traction, this and that. But it was all like, while I can be informative, I'm naturally funny. You feel me?
Yeah, facts.
So it was just, it's one of those you got to wrestle with. Just because you're good at things, is that your spearhead? Yeah. So finally, it was crazy, man. Moving forward, this year I did the real estate stuff. December was like just a real bad month. I was down bad December. You feel me? And in that time, I was like, man, let me just, to pass time, just do what I normally do in BS. Because like as a kid, when I'd be in the house all summer, I'd just draw all day. Yeah. Just draw to pass the time. So I was like, man, only reason I got TikTok was because I could freely express my creative ability with no judgment. I was like, don't nobody I know. Like, knows I'm here. It's a blank slate. My first TikTok, it did cool, and I was thought like, all right, I'm gonna just keep having fun.